Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Sakamoto Tales episode number 1 reaction. So this is the beginning of this show. A lot of people have been waiting for this. I have also been waiting for this. I have read only the first chapter of the manga back when it was coming out. I'm talking about the manga. And I didn't really continue it because I knew it was going to get an anime eventually, as after I saw how good it was. So I didn't really continue it. I was like, just wait for the anime, and here we have it. So I do know, that is why I do know the basic premise of it. Like a guy who was like a former hitman or something. He, I think, fell in love, got married, and became like overweight, and now he is like a dad just chilling, doing family work. And something happens, but his past like comes back to haunt him, but he's just pretty chill about it. He might be like a little bit chubbier now, but he still has the same like same like strength and same everything. And he's very badass. Basically that is like the premise. It's like a comedy type of show with action and stuff. I think something like that. That's all I remember. Either way, yeah, that is the like my what I know about this show. I'm looking forward to whatever we are going to experience, and this is like, I think this is like one of the most popular mangas currently. So the anime adaptation should be good. I'm looking forward to this. So let us begin episode number 1. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it whichever is your preference. Let's begin. Yeah, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Right. Damn, his. Okay. There he is. Okay. Right. Oh! Crazy. Right. What the? Oh! Damn! Right in the head. Yo, this is pretty damn brutal. Okay, that is ridiculous. He's dodging SMG bullets. What type of superhero is this? Wait, Jiraya's voice, isn't it? Wow, okay. Sakamoto Taro. Hmm. Oh, here we go. Retired. Yo, the. Yep. Slim is written in his t-shirt. Alright, nice. Hmm. Ah. What the hell is this? This seems like a Gintama opening. the style of the song and everything. Or maybe like a Naruto opening, something like that. Yeah, like the old openings. Okay, so these are the characters that we'll meet, bro. Oh, it's Vondi. I was like, okay. What the yo? Right. The legendary hitman. Hmm. All right, he's the yeah. Well, you missed by a lot. Oh, calligraphing. Oh no. Um. Oh. Hey. Well, you picked him up. It's your fault this time. Damn. Oh no! Wait, what? Okay, thank God. Oh my God! I'm like, bro. But damn. Wait, psychic? Okay, I don't remember this though. But that's right. He worked under him. Uh, more. Oh, he can hear his voice from the because he's a psychic. Oh yeah. Oh, no smoking. Yeah, I doubt that's what he's saying, but yeah. You think he has some kind of a? Oh boy. Damn. Yeah. Oh. Okay, that makes no sense. Yeah, you think? Yeah. Right. Wait. Okay, you need to calm down. Boss. Right. Damn. Right. Yeah, someone's holding his phone for him. He just hung up on him. What type of a boss? Oh boy. Right. Ah. 2 days worth of vitamins. Yeah, they'll keep sending people. And yeah. What the hell? Why is he poking? Her voice is very familiar. Yeah, alien poop? Oh my god. Brought a suppressor as well. Robbery suspects. Oh. Right. Wait, really? A bullet? Oh, he just changed the trajectory of it. Oh, he's gone. He distracted you for a moment. Oh no. Oh, Kim. Oh, wait. Oh, it's done. It's done. Oh, but you just destroyed your own merchandise. Come on. Yeah, he's the same. Well, Mega. Wait, his dress says retire? Yeah, they're eating poison stuff and okay. Oh. Yeah, he's like, this is why he left. Retired. Oh. Oh, please come again. Mhm. But his boss, yeah, this is the problem here. Because the organization won't leave them alone. Yeah, I don't think that's how it works. Mm. I don't think so. He's just going to he's lying. He's an esper. He can hear him. Wait, did he not know that he's an esper? Wait, he put a transmitter on him or something? Listening device, yeah. Wait, what the? The whole shop is transforming. What? It's with guns now? Yeah, there you go. Oh my god. Damn, he has quite a collection. Yeah, he has everything like hatchet and spade. Wow. All sorts of proper weapon for the proper occasion, I guess. Also, he's an esper, he can hear them. Like I said, it's very easy for him to surprise them. But it's, one person only. Oh, yeah, you're using a bazooka in the inside indoors? Oh my god. Oh, so there's a distance. Hmm. Oh, not much left. Hmm. Oh, she got shot. Oh. Yo, he bought a stun gun. Bro, wait, what? Wait, what the? Oh, that's what he's doing. I'm like, why is he? What is he using chopsticks for? Yo. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Right. This is such a flamboyant way of fighting. I love it. Like, okay, he's dead. Damn. Well, he put a listening device on you and a transmitter, I guess. There you go. No, he's like, come on, work for me. Wait, Gin took his voice. It fits. That's Gin took his voice, isn't it? He doesn't speak that much, so you know. Oh, I just realized he's eating the ramen himself. Looking. E- right. I thought she was going to comment on his dress or something. Oh my god. Oh boy. Yeah, cleaner. It works. Damn, another white hair character being voiced by Gintoki's voice actor. It really fits him, that voice. Gintoki's voice is just this cool and mysterious type of. But it also has a hint of, like comedy in it as well. Wait, this. Whoa. Fountain candy. Hmm. Okay, and that was today's episode. The first episode of Sakamoto Days. That was really good, and you know what my favorite part is of the episode. Obviously it's like a comedic show. It has this action and everything. The fighting, the action is so like over the top. I know it's a very, what can I say? It's a very entertaining way, because you can see he's using like random accessories, like like a, I don't know, like a lollipop or something, and like chopsticks to stop the bullets and everything. And the way he fights and everything, it's so over the top and flamboyant. It's very entertaining. This type of action is very entertaining. It doesn't follow the rules and regulations of a, of an actual, like a battle or whatever. It's just, unique in its own way, and it's so different that it's very surprising. You don't know what to expect. Like, I wasn't expecting him to use chopsticks to stop the bullets. I was like, why did he bring the chopsticks for? At first I thought he was going to use the chopsticks to stab the, enemy or something like that. But he used it to stop the bullets. I wasn't expecting that. So you don't really expect what is going to happen, and it just surprises you like that. So it's very entertaining type of action, you could say. I really like it. Right, and obviously the main story, you can see a former hitman, now just has become a family man, but his past has caught up to him. People are like threatening his normal livelihood, his normal, like, lifestyle. So he has to stand up when it's required. And and he, even though he has like let himself go, he has become a little bit overweight, he is still the same man. His actions, his skills, his, anything, nothing has rusted. He's the same person still. Right, yeah. And we also get to meet um Shin, yeah, that was his name. This guy who used to work with Sakamoto back in the days, and he is kind of like a fan of him. He tries to first attack him, but then he realizes that this is the same person who's, back then, and he also saved me. So he tries to help him out, but obviously this is like the underworld. You cannot really wash your hands of what you have done. Um, so their boss tries to kill them, but Sakamoto comes and saves the day. That was basically today's episode. Um, so a few things to talk about here. Okay, wait a minute. First and foremost, the girl, her voice actress. I feel like I've heard her voice somewhere. Let me check. Sakamoto. I don't know her name. Aoi, I see. Voice. Now Toyama. Now Toyama. Wait a minute, let me check. Because her voice is very oh, that's why. She's Yui Gahama from Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu. I was like, I've heard her voice somewhere before. Uh, right. That's what I was hearing, because I was like, her voice is very familiar to me. That way of speaking. And I was like, who is it? Yep, it's her. From Moregairu. Yeah. Oh, and oh, Mika as well from Blue Archive. I've been playing Blue Archive recently, so that's where also I guess I was kind of hearing that. Right? Yeah. Okay, I can pinpoint the voice now. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so a few things to talk about here. First and foremost, like I said, I love the main highlight for me, at least in this episode, was obviously the very over the top way of battle. Sakamoto's section where he was fighting those people. I absolutely loved it. He just comes in and just does some crazy stuff. And goddamn, that part was crazy where he just punched the guy so hard that his whole face just caved in. Right. Like you can see Shin can also fight, he can listen to others speaking in their head, obviously, because he's a psychic, and that's why how he was doing it. But there's a disadvantage of it because there's a distance, like a distance prerequisite condition that needs to be met. Also, he was fighting with guns, so there's a limited amount of bullets he had, so he wasn't really prepared. So yeah, that is why he almost failed. But Sakamoto came in ready, and he was just, he just knew what to do. And like he doesn't need any kind of supernatural ability. He and his chopsticks are all that was required. I love how he grabbed the bullets and just started punching everyone so hard. Good God, it was fantastic. I loved the action part of this show. I hope this continues, in the future as well. Like, hopefully, this is not a one episode thing, and hopefully, we see this flamboyant way of battle in the upcoming episodes as well. I'm sure we will. I think like that is like the main comedic part is that how he fights. Like one of the comedy aspects of this show is probably how he's going to use like one of the most mundane things and use it as a weapon or something. I don't know. Maybe he's like use like he literally used a lollipop or cough drops as a way to kind of kind of change the trajectory of the bullet that Shin shot at towards him. You know, that's how crazy he is. So he can just, like use some random stuff that we probably wouldn't even expect him to. Like, I don't know. Like something. Like maybe his shoe or something. Maybe he's like, bring out his slippers and start smacking the enemies with it. Something like that. But, it should be something crazy that nobody expect. And I hope that this continues in the future as well because this is so fun. The action aspect is so entertaining here. Like there's like battle scenes which are like beautiful, which is like brutal, and you kind of like that. And then there's this type of battle which is like so out of the basket that you don't expect what's going to happen. And yeah, I love this. So that is like the main thing for me, at least. I'm looking forward to this part. Then obviously the comedy aspect of it as well, where we have these characters, like the ridiculous situations that these characters will probably go through from here onwards. Because we have a former hitman, two former hitmen, because I'm pretty sure Shin has also washed his hands away from it from here onwards. He became an employee. So two former hitmen working at a shop. I'm sure more people will come looking for them. Sakamoto was very famous. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people who will be targeting him or his family here onwards as well. And yeah, like I guess we'll get to we'll have to deal with that. Also, I'm pretty sure there's also like a slice of life aspect of it as well, which we'll probably see in the upcoming episodes. Where episodes, well, there will be few episodes probably where the characters are just chilling, maybe going for a picnic. I don't know, something like that. I'm sure that will also happen. So it's a very interesting combination, like a slice of life action comedy type of a show. I'm looking forward to that, and yeah. And I'm sure we'll get to know more about Sakamoto's past as well. That Sakamoto that we saw, like the hitman Sakamoto. Maybe something in his past, like what type of person he is, this and that. And we kind of saw how he met his wife. We saw that, like he met her in a convenience store, and then they got married. But that was very fast. I'm hoping that in the future we'll get like a detailed, like maybe one or two episodes showing us like what happened after they met. How they got like got acquainted with each other, and how he was able to I don't know, like get married to her, like all those, like like the whole backstory. Hopefully it gets fleshed out in the future, and we get to know more about that. So these are the few things that I'm expecting to see later on. um yeah, and from the opening you can see there's a few other characters we saw. I'm guessing these few other characters will probably meet as well. Maybe a few of them will join our little shop as well, something like that. And like it'll be like a bunch of like people who, like a bunch of like people like from different, because like we see Shin here, he's an esper, he's a psychic. So I'm assuming the other characters that we'll meet will have like their own peculiarities, like eccentricities, something like that, and that will make it even more entertaining, I guess. Like the main crew that will probably get formed little by little. Right. Yeah. Oh, a few other things to talk about. First and foremost, I love how Sakamoto always just he's like sitting and he sees someone and he always thinks in his head how to kill that person, but obviously that's just his head in his head. Like for example, that guy, he kind of like like that guy who was like harassing that kid. He he stopped him, and in his head he was like, in this moment I can use a pen, just like just pierce his throat, and he'll die immediately. But that was only in his head. For Shin as well, he also thought immediately how to attack him, and but all of this is in his head. This kind of shows how he still hasn't lost his edge, is which is like this is how he was when he was a hitman. He always used to do stuff like this. Like there wasn't even like a second of time to stop and think about it. Like otherwise it's like a life and death situation. So that habit is still there, but he only constricts it in his head, and he thinks of it like that and doesn't do it, obviously. So, and it's funny because since Shin is an expert, he can feel that he's thinking like that. So that's a fun dynamic here. But yeah, that was very entertaining because like it makes sense because he was a hitman, former hitman. It makes sense that he would, like in certain scenario, he would always think of how to counter that scenario. Because that's how he's used to, or he has always done his thing. Every single step that he took as a hitman, probably he had a backup plan as to what I should do if something happens. Like for example, like someone shoots me from some direction, what should I do immediately? He probably has it mapped in his head, and that is why, like by reflex, he thinks of that type of thing. But now since he's just like a husband and like a like just a like a home person, he only thinks about it, he doesn't act it out. Yeah, so that's the like the funny thing, right? And and obviously you can see how strong he is. Like it's very interesting because you see that he has gotten a little chubby, but you look at his hands and you see his hands are really muscular. Like like I don't know what he does. Maybe he does like I don't know, like arm exercises or something. Maybe he like pumps some dumbbells or something like that he does, because obviously like otherwise you cannot really maintain that type of arm. Like you can see his belly and everything. It's like like you can see he's overweight. His face is like his arm. Just look at his arm. His arm is solid. Like he has not an ounce of fat in his arm. It's like properly just like well built. So he definitely like does something with his arms. He definitely practice like some kind of weight, like like I don't know what he does, but his arms are really fit. So you can see like when he hits people, it hits hard. Also, body weight is proportional to the amount of strength you have. So he's probably, because of that, the amount of force that he can use with his hand is way much more than probably he used to before, because back then he was like a slim person. But now he has gained weight, he has gained strength as well because of that, and his arms are in shape. And one hit with that hand, it's a concussion. He'll go into straight to coma. He'll wake up like a month later. So yeah, that is like that is Sakamoto. You can see how he is, how strong he is, right? And not only that, he's very smart as well. He knows what to do. Like he immediately put like a little listening device, because he knew that Sheen will probably have to go back to his boss, and his boss will never leave him alone. So he knew that, and he put the little listening device there and a transmitter there as well, thinking that yeah, I will have to go and save him later on. So he did that, and he was ready. And then he comes at the nick of time to save him, as we saw, right? Yeah. Also, he doesn't talk much, which is very interesting. He just spoke once, I think, today, once or twice, Like I think 2 or 3 times he spoke in his head, which Shin, through the courtesy of Shin, we could hear because he's an Esper. Although if Shin wasn't there, we wouldn't be able to hear that either because he was thinking of that in his head. And only one time he spoke verbally. That time, where is that? I think when he like invited Shin to come and work at his place. Yeah, here we go. 800 yen an hour, and extra for overtime or something like that. He said, yeah. So there you go. That is Sakamoto. And in the end, I realized like he so he's the he literally eats his own like stock of food. Like you can always see he's like eating like cup ramen or ice cream or something. He takes that from his own shop and eats it. That's just oh no. Right. Yeah. Fantastic episode. Really good. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the upcoming ones. Okay. Yeah, and that was that. That was my reaction to episode 1 of Sakamoto Days. My overall impressions on it. Now, let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the very first scene, you can see the intro where the narrator kind of shows us what type of a person Sakamoto was. He was this crazy assassin, hitman, who everyone like feared, and yeah, and whenever he was there in a job, he immediately like he just did it perfectly with flying colors. He was able to go through it, and we see a little bit of a section where he like literally defeats like tens like 10, 20 of people on his own, you know like yeah. And his name is Taro Sakamoto, feared by everyone, admired by a lot of people. But then, as the narrator says, he one day he went to the convenience store to buy food for him, and he met this girl here who was like, "Oh, like thank you for shopping," and he's like, "What the?" What the hell? He got the shock of his life. He fell in love, he proposed to her, got married, had a kid, and yeah, became like a family man, like a dad. And he just let himself go. He decided to back down from the whole hitman, like life. Right. And there you go. That is the introduction of this of the show. Later, and then then in the after the opening, we see Shin comes in, and he's looking for Sakamoto, and we see this kid in their in their shop who's like making like marks on the door, and he's like, "Oh, if I can hit that, can I get like a candy for free or something?" And he tries to do it, but like he kind of um spills his calligraphy ink in on on the white trousers, white pants of this dude. And the dude gets pissed off and he's like, "What the hell are you doing, you pipsqueak?" Grabs him by the collar and just and the whole situation goes even worse where he storms the guy accidentally. And like I always think about these type of characters in anime. What the hell is wrong with them? Who the hell at that age tries to punch a kid? Like, yeah, like I guess he was, like he got mad at it. That's fine. Obviously, like your whole pant has just been completely filled with ink, and yeah, you're rightfully you're mad. That makes sense. But then he picks him up and tries to hit him and punch him. I'm like, bro, that is just great. I've seen so many characters like this and so many other animes. I'm like, what the hell are these people doing? They have, like, what? You're trying to pick a fight with a 5-year-old? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? You're trying to punch a kid, like a 10-year-old kid? Okay, man. Like, really? Anyways, you can see this is where Sakamoto comes in and grabs his hand, and then he kind of like stabs him with the like this part really surprised me. I'm like, bro, what is going on? But then I realize he's thinking about it, and then suddenly Shin comes in, and Shin is like, oh, I saw that. Now I thought he just felt his aura, but now it makes more sense. Since he's a psychic, he actually felt what he was thinking, and that's why he was like, I felt it. I know what you were thinking. you know yeah, and then he says like, I'm Shin the Esper, the psychic. Long time no see, Sakamoto-san. And yeah, and then he's like, you know what, I've heard about rumors about you, but so you actually have gotten married, have a kid, and have started a shop. Like, then he tells him to, kind of come back to the organization, this and that, but Sakamoto's like, nah, I'm done with it. So Shin tries to convince him, he doesn't listen. He tries to smoke, but Sakamoto cuts off the cigarette and he's like, no smoking. And Shin is like, damn, I couldn't even see him do that. He still has the same skills. And this is the Sakamoto Taro that I know about and that I knew. And then these other people from other, townspeople, they're like coming and asking Sakamoto for help. And you can see how Shin multiple times tries to kind of justify. He was at first, he was like, oh, maybe he's like in undercover work or something. He's like doing some kind of spy thing. Maybe this is just a ruse. And like something like that. For yeah, and but at the end of every single, like of those interactions, he realizes, nah, he's actually settled down. Because this one guy comes and brings him, tells him to cut like the tree branches. Then this other lady comes and she's like, oh, my kid doesn't stop crying. So he gives the kid a little bit of a spoon and the kid stops crying. So Shin realizes that no, this is not any type of ruse or any type of like spy thing going on. He's actually left everything. No, like this is not undercover work going on here or something. Either way, he is like, I'm disappointed, like in the way you are now, Mr. Sakamoto. And he leaves. And you can see in his car, even though he's thinking about that, there is still a part of him that really, like, I guess you could say that really idolizes him. He is thinking about Sakamoto. And he's like, damn, he's still the same. His skill and everything is still like, just impeccable. And he's kind of like, like fanboying, I guess you could say. And then the boss calls him, and the boss is like, have you been able to convince Sakamoto to come back? If not, you'll have to kill him. Shin tries his best to kind of deter the conversation, and he's like, come on, just leave him alone. And he's let himself go. He won't be of any threat. But obviously, this is the shady, like, underground business. So you cannot really wash your hands off this. It will always come knocking at your door. Anything that you do in these type of shady jobs, they never leave you. Or you can never leave that. It always comes at your door, knocking at your door eventually, and you have to face it. They don't leave you alone. So he tries to say that, but the boss is like, nah, you know you have to kill him. Anyways, then he's like, you know what, fine, I'll do it. And he decides to kind of he was like thinking about Sakamoto, like back in the day when he used to work with him and everything. And then he gets makes up his mind to go and kill him. So he takes his gun, he puts on a suppressor, and he's ready. He comes in, and at first you can see he tries to trick Sakamoto. He's like, oh, like I'm decided to go back. But Sakamoto knows what's happening. He was like licking the like sucking the cough drop, and he realized what's going to happen. As soon as Shin takes out the gun, he just spits the cough drop out towards him. And I was like, okay, how is a cough drop going to stop a bullet? But that wasn't really his goal. His goal was probably, as we saw, to change the trajectory of the bullet. So if the bullet was coming towards his face, he shot the cough drop in such a way that it would bounce on it and kind of go in a different direction. Yeah, and that's what happened, and that was all that he needed. He just started throwing ice creams, distracted him, immediately vanished from his eyesight, and and then he was like using rubber bands to shoot the cough drops towards him. In the end, he comes behind him and gives him a kick, and yeah, it's over. He's done for. So Shin goes unconscious, and Shin wakes up and sees that Sakamoto's wife and kid is there. Sakamoto's wife has nursed him back to health, I guess, and then she's like, oh, like, want to eat rice? Like, how much do you want? So they're having their meal as a family. Sakamoto's there, everyone is there. Shin thought that this was poisoned or something, but then he's like, oh, this won't work on me because I'm used to it. But then he realizes that it's just plain, like, normal food, and the warmth of the food like warms his heart, and he realizes this is probably the reason why Sakamoto left us, because he's realized the small little thing that he wants to protect, what it is. Right. Anyways, then he leaves, but Sakamoto like shows him like a little like notice where it was written that come back again, you know, and yeah, and then Shin goes and asks like do the whole dogeza in front of the boss, and he's like, please leave him alone, like like if you want, I can give my own life in on behalf of it. And you can see the boss is like, yeah, sure, do it, I'll leave him alone, but obviously he's an esper, he can hear him. The boss was thinking, yeah, nah, this fool, like I can get rid of him, might as well do it. So yeah, he had no intention of doing any of that. So as soon as Shin gets to know that, because he was listening in on them, he's like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to destroy you guys here. To start their battle, Sakamoto's listening to everything. He has the transmitter put on him, and then Sakamoto presses a button, and all the shelves go down, and all new shelves come up, and there's like a variety of guns. Like there's like assault rifles, like light machine guns, submachine guns, knives, pistols, revolvers. What else? There's so many things. This like it's not only like guns and firearms. He has like a lot of melee weapons and some unconventional ones as well. For example, you can see he has like pliers and stuff. Then he has a sickle. He has like hatchets. And obviously, I'm not really bringing up the guns because the guns are there. There's like a sniper rifle, there's like an assault rifle, submachine gun, light machine gun. What else is there? Probably some rocket launchers as well. He has, I'm sure. He has pistols, revolvers. I'm sure he has some shotguns as well. But the ones that are you cannot really expect it to be like, for example, the sickle. I wasn't expecting a sickle with him. Then yeah, he also has like stun guns and stuff, which he used later on, I guess. What has? Oh, he has a spade. He's put a spade there. Oh my god. Yeah, like variety of firearms he has, like so many of them. He has like pliers as well. I think those are called pliers, aren't they? Like those things which you kind of, yeah. So everything he has, and he's ready. He takes the appropriate one in this situation, which was just a stun gun, and he gets ready to go and save Shin. While over there, Shin has gotten into like a firearm battle, and since Shin can listen to everyone thinking in their head, it's very easy for him to kind of anticipate what's going to happen, what type of person are here and attacking them. So he takes a lot of them out, and he kind of listens to their inner voices, and he can predict where they're going to shoot, and he's like dodging accordingly. But obviously he's a one person only. There's like 20 to 30 people here trying to attack him, so he has limited number of bullets. He himself is getting tired, so yeah. And then you can see finally he kind of missteps a little bit, gets shot on the leg, falls down, and when it seemed all was over, Sakamoto comes in and stuns the three people that were pointing their guns towards him. So the boss is like, come on, get Sakamoto, but Sakamoto's ready. He has his trusty chopsticks. And yeah, and when he's getting shot, he's like uses the chopsticks to grab the bullets. And like I said, I loved the battle here because the battle was just so over the top. It was so entertaining. He was like chugging different stuff towards the enemies, using that thing, that hook thing, to put the enemies over there and just chug them aside. Not only that, he has that part where he grabs the gun and just kind of takes it apart so fast that it just gets destroyed, and then he punches. Yeah, all in a matter of seconds. And you can see the boss is like, oh, like, we have to get him, and they're like pointing their guns towards him. He just dodges the bullets and just slices the gun in two, and then he slices the boss as well. So all the enemies are just dead. Right. And obviously Shin is like, how do you know I'm here? So yeah, he put on a bug on him, a transmitter, and that's why he could know. Anyways, Shin is like, it's fine, like, I'll leave, it's fine, you can carry on your life here. But Sakamoto's like, no, here you go, the apron. And he's like, come on, work for us. 800 yen an hour and overtime. Right. For overtime, I'll pay extra. Right. Yeah. And you know what? Shin is like, sure, I guess. Like, I've washed my hands of this. Our boss is dead, so why not? Right. And now we see Shin with the new apron and everything, and he's like working part time here while Sakamoto's just eating cup ramen. And Shin is like, come on, why the hell are you eating your own like goods in your shop? And since he's an esper, is helping him listen to other people's what they want is when we see this old lady kind of doesn't know where she wants is. She was thinking about it, and he immediately brings in like the thing that she wanted to her. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and that's where it ended. So there we go. The life of Sakamoto. It begins. We'll get to see what stuff he goes through, and like I said, it's a mixture. It's going to be a mixture of like slice of life action comedy. Like there'll probably be a few episodes where they're just chilling, and probably a few episodes where something ridiculous like this will happen. You know, and I hope they continue the same way, like the same style of battles where it's just so over the top and so out of the box that you don't know what to expect. Like the whole Sakamoto's battle was just so entertaining. I loved it. It was very out of the box, very something that you do not expect. It was very entertaining. So yeah. Right, and there you go. That was today's episode. That was the first episode of Sakamoto Days. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Sakamoto Days. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.